Fox! He's anthropomorphic! Hey everyone, this is GT. Another installment of Let's Play Starfox Adventures has just arrived. Previously, we started the game. And... Crystal got trapped in a crystal. Ha ha, very... wow, I did not actually realize that till just now. That is rather funny. And now we're going to be playing as Fox. And we're only playing as Crystal for that little opening segment. Now we get to play as Fox. Now we get to play as Fox. We can't understand what you're saying. Thankfully, Fox has context-sensitive subtitle reading powers. Alright. Now, you may notice that little bar that appeared underneath our health. That is our magic bar. Right now, it is empty, and we don't really have any skills that we can use with it yet. We're going to be getting quite a few, though. And there's also some places around on Dinosaur Planet where you can upgrade your magic. Alright, so you have your staff here. I'm just going to keep attacking like this. Really nothing overly interesting there. But now that we have the staff, we can use the R button to make this protective shield. Now this shield protects us from everything. And I'll show you why. This little thing, when you go near it, it'll do this. But if you hold down your shield... Oh yeah, you can also smack them and they won't do anything. See? You hold up your shield, can't do anything to you. Now these here, these things, these restore your magic. The red ones are going to restore a small amount. Okay, staff energy. Okay, magic, staff energy, it's the same thing. The red ones restore just a little bit. I believe then there's green, then blue, and then there's a whitish or yellow one. Those are in order from increasing amount of restoration. Okay, that actually restored quite a bit. Maybe red isn't as low as I thought it was. But now we can use our staff to smack this. This is a bomb spore panning patch. Spore panning? What the hell am I saying? This is where we plant bomb spores. Bomb spores we're going to find a little bit later. What you do is you can... Well, we don't have the means to shoot them right now. But when we do, they're going to shoot bomb spores all over. 3, I think. You go to pick those up, and then you can plant them there. Now, the ones that you plant here will not spawn more bomb spores. However, what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly get over here. Is I want to get these fuel cells. It's going to tell you the fuel cells you need for the R-Wing. Yeah, they've been scattered around everywhere. I don't believe that you have to find every single one, because you can actually buy them in a store if it's absolutely necessary. However, I've never needed to do that. So, hopefully, neither will you if you're playing this game. I know, like I said, we can't use anything with this yet. Now, I'm going to go ahead and explain. Like I said, these are your items. You can also turn the PDA on and off. I like to keep it on. This has a little dinosaur face next to it. We're going to find out what that is a bit later. And this is for your staff powers, because you're going to get various powers that use up that staff energy. And that yellow column is for all those staff powers. Again, like with everything, you can set your staff powers to a Y shortcut, and I often do. Now we're going to run over this way, because I still want to see what's over here. I believe I know what's over here. Besides this thing, gotta stay away from that. Over here is lever. That's going to open a gate down there, but we don't want to go down there yet, because we have no business being there. However, you'll see here, it's turned to night. That'll happen, it'll turn to night and then day. Now, there's things like this. You see how there's those little arrows, kind of tealish arrows? What you do is hit the A button, rapidly hit A there, and things come up. These are scarabs. Scarabs are your currency. This one's only worth 1 because it's green, like in Zelda. Red ones, I believe, are worth 5, and then there's like golden red ones that are worth 10 or 20. Yeah, we can only carry 10 scarabs right now. It kind of sucks. See, these ones are worth... those ones... Okay, I think those are worth 10 apiece. However, we're now full on scarabs, and we can't get any more. So what we're going to do, we're going to head over here, because this is where... the store is. There's plenty of things in here. You may have heard, and you may recognize the some of the things that the guy says here because I've said them a couple times throughout my Let's Plays, like hurry and choose something or get out.
Welcome to my store. Feel free to look at the many wonderful items within these walls. I have food, special goods, and many maps. If you like to play games, then enter the Scarab Room. Yes.
I usually don't enter the Scarab Room.
Okay.
Oh, and that's the exit.
Now, if you find something that you like, then choose that item, and we'll discuss a price. Is that clear?
Yeah, you can actually buy things for less than they charge. Like one thing later on that costs 130 scarabs, you can actually get it for 110, but you need the 130 to actually buy it. All right, now these little things.
20 scarabs, and I'll give you a cheat token.
There's going to be a couple of these throughout the game. You throw 20 scarabs in there, they give you a, well, they call it a cheat token, but it just unlocks things like black and white mode. It's not really like cheats, like more health or anything. Now, I might as well show you guys around the store. Over here, this guy warps around the place. There's a bomb spore, fuel cell, fungus. This is going to come into play later on. Obviously, puck eggs, dumbledang pods. So you get health there. Those things really aren't necessary. And quite frankly, you never have to worry about dying in this game. Once you get a certain item, you have absolutely no fear of dying. You will like never die ever. And that is this. As soon as you get the bait, you remember fairies from Legend of Zelda? Well, that's what the Bayfam dads are. And with this, you can hold up to 10. So you will never die. Rock candy. Actually, I'm going to buy this.
You pay this much.
I'm going to lower the price a bit. See if we can get it for 6. Now, if you give 3 things that are too low in a row, it'll say, I don't need business from cheapskates. See?
Business from cheapskates? Get out!
It's pretty hilarious. So, yeah, you just got to keep going until you can find that lowest price. In this case, 9 scarabs is the lowest he'll go. But you still need 10 to actually get to that point. So even though I only paid 9, if you only have 9 scarabs, you won't be able to buy it. Now, the reason we bought this, you'll see why later. High-def display device, we're going to get this later. Tricky's ball, well, yeah, Tricky, woo. Yeah, this is the thing that I told you that costs 130 scarabs. We'll have to buy this later. These other things aren't particularly... This is important. We're going to want this later. A lot of the items in this room are kind of important. There's a bunch of maps. We're going to end up buying all these maps later. Luckily, the maps aren't very expensive, but they are very, very useful. Now, I'm going to show you guys a little trick that you can do to get some free scarabs. Right in here, you can go through this wall and then open this up. And you get a few of these scarabs. I forgot how much those are worth. I think it's... Maybe those are worth like 10 or 20, maybe 15. But yeah, there's some free scarabs right there. However, we can still only have 10 scarabs because we don't have a scarab bag. However, I am going to go over and buy some maps. Because I'd like to... get a couple. First off, I want to get a Thorntail Hollow map.
You pay much. No? That's
No, I didn't think so. Maybe we can get it for 3?
Okay, I'll sell
Yeah,
it.
we can get it for 3. Yeah. Is this okay, Mommy? Oh, God, the map's blocking our view.
200 years I've been pushing around these goods.
That likes to haggle. Moon Pass map. We don't want any of this right now. Dark Ice Mines. We don't need that. Obviously, these are all places that we're going to be going to later. I do... No, we don't need... Yeah, I do want to get this.
You pay this much. No, that's
What the hell? God damn you.
Okay, I'll sell it to you.
3 worked on the last one. Snowhorn Waste Map. I believe that's all we can do right now. Oh, this. This is a rocket boost pack. Yeah, so spoilers, you're gonna get a rocket boost thing for your staff. A little bit of spoiler. There's you may or may not be able to tell. I don't know if you can see it. I think there's a map or 2 up here that you can buy. Maybe. It's been a while since I played, so I honestly do not remember. Now, back in the other room, I think I already showed food and all that. The Scarab game I might show later. I just don't want to do it right now. Actually, I will. The high-def display device. This is for your first-person view. It basically... Yeah, it pretty much just lets you zoom. That's it really, just lets you zoom in. It can be useful at times, you know, if you want to zoom in and see something far. I mean, I'll end up getting it no matter what. It's only 20 scarabs. No, I won't show off the scarab game. It's like you bet a certain amount of scarabs and then you go and try to grab them. That's pretty much it. All right, now let me show you the map here. Obviously, I mean, you use left and right to go back and forth between these, but then you can hit up and down. Up zooms in, down zooms out on the D-pad. So that's a little nice feature that they have there. You see the direction that Fox is pointing. How are you, friend? Wait. How can we understand what they're saying? That guy's sleeping. Alright, so you see you have red, green, yellow. Maybe green's the lowest one. I honestly don't remember. I think there's... Nope. Okay, what we need to go... After all this lollygagging, we need to go find the Queen Earthwalker, who is over there. But first, let's do some more sidetracking. That's the bomb spore plant that I mentioned earlier in the video. Yeah, see, it will not plant out any new spores. Yeah, we can't do anything about that right now. We can't smack it or anything like that. So, what are we gonna do? Who knows? Ooh! Now we get to fight. Alright. There's a couple different combos you can do. This combo is if you're holding forward and you rapidly press A. If you're not pressing any buttons and you keep pressing A, you'll do this combo. Or if you're holding back, then you'll do this combo. Alright, now what else you can do? You can roll out of the way. Sometimes I actually like doing this rolling kick thingy because it's actually really powerful. It's literally as powerful as see this rolling kick is as powerful as a normal combo. You can also roll forward. You can actually hit the enemy. And that'll knock him down like this. Then I just follow up with that, and boom. Obviously, you can also hit R to guard. But most of the time, I'll just go with that combo. So yes, that is the basics of staff combat. Holy crap, it's a giant floating head. Ah, so now we gotta go over there because, see that little thing over there? We're gonna find something that we need to go hit that. We're totally gonna go hit that. You know Fox wants to hit that. Aw, yeah. This guy doesn't want to talk. Maybe he'll be important near the end of the game. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Spoilers, he's important near the end of the game. Alright, now you see how my staff is glowing green here? My controller is actually rumbling too. When that happens, when the staff is glowing like that, that means that there's one of these grottos nearby. Now, those of you who have played Starfox Assault might recognize this room right here. Because there was a room that looked similar to this in Starfox Assault Saria map. Because this is Planet Saria, they ended up naming it. Lightning! We got first staff upgrade, the Fire Blaster. Well, crap. Just after I said it was 100% blaster free. It's slightly less than 100% blaster free. See, this is the power that I pretty much always have on Y. And what you do, you hit the Y button, you get a little crosshair here. Again, it's the same deal. You can move the control stick around invert axis. Oh, let me go ahead and demonstrate it. Obviously, from here, you can either the A button to fire or the Y button works too. Either way, I usually just keep hitting the Y button. So let's go ahead and get this here. I believe I saw an enemy around here. Yeah, there it is. Come on. I can get it. Yeah. He magically just... Vroom. Alright, now this is what we do here. You see these things? Right there. The control stick's a little bit touchy. Because obviously it automatically goes back to centering itself, so it's a bit tough to try to aim for something specific. It's a little bit of an issue, but I mean, it's not too big a problem. Alright, now you see how this has turned red. That means that we've already collected whatever power-up is in here. Most of these staff upgrades are mandatory, and you're gonna need them to progress through the game. However, there are some, such as there's actually upgrades to your staff energy meter. You can actually make the staff energy meter longer, as I'll demonstrate right down here. See down there at the bottom. Obviously, that's as you can see how large your health is going to get and how much energy you're going to get. Those other stone-like thingies, you're going to find out what that is later. The rest of these are staff powers, and again, these other things you're just going to find out later. I'm not going to try to ruin this for you, because I'm sure there are some people that haven't played this game. Okie dokie, now that we have the Fire Blaster, we can go back to that wall. But first, we can also hit this. You also want to stay away when that goes off, because otherwise you're going to take some damage. Alright, we're going to wait for this to come down. Get our first bomb spore. It's full of explosive goodness. I believe there were 2 more around here. Damn it, I swear I saw 2 more around here. Yeah, the Fire Blaster has a limited range. I don't know how many bomb spores. I think I can only carry one bomb spore at a time. That's rather odd. Anyway, what we really need the bomb spore for is there's a wall over here so that we can talk to this guy. Because we need to talk to this guy. That's also why we got the rock candy. Because, well, we're going to have to talk to him. These little things on the ground, where it looks like you can dig, well, you'll be digging later on. But, well, Fox can't dig. He needs a little bit of help if he wants to dig. And luckily for us, we're going to find that help a bit later on. But first off, I'm going to shoot a bomb spore, or plant a bomb spore over there, because I want to see what's behind that wall. I believe it's a fuel cell. A couple fuel cells, maybe. Let's plant this bomb spore. Apparently, I can only carry one bomb spore. Yeah, 3 fuel cells. Never want to miss an opportunity to get fuel cells. Okay, so the red ones are worth 5. So those golden red ones are worth 10. Okie dokie. Now that's done. I need more bomb spores. But I swear I could carry more than just one. I could have sworn I could carry more than one. Yeah, so why didn't it register the last time? That was odd. Alright, so let's talk to this guy. Ah. The Warp Stone. That's what this name is. So even if you try to go there now, you have to talk to the Queen Earthwalker, who is over there. Now, for good measure, I'm going to get a few more bomb spores. Just so I have enough. Now, luckily, down in the bottom right corner, you get a running total of like all the items that you have. So that's nice. You have that right there. I believe 5 is going to be good enough for now. Now, as you saw, the Fire Blaster does have a limited range, so we're going to want to do that. Then run over in here.
Is anybody there? Are you okay? My name is Fox McCloud, and you must be the Queen Earthwalker.
No lorud no kadu, ve uwe, moje, Prince Tricky keog root.
Prince Tricky.
Sharp claws.
Sharp claws.
Kubod key Ice Mountain.
Ice Mountain.
Did you get that, Slippy?
You've got to go to the Ice Mountain and rescue her son, the Prince Tricky.
Nice name. Okay, lady, I'll bring your son back to you. Can you give me some directions?
Move it. The Warp Stone. He has no legs.
You've got to talk to that big stone guy. She called him a warp stone.
That's all I need to know. I'll be back soon, Queen. Don't you worry. Haven't you finished that translator yet?
It's nearly ready, Fox. I just need a bit more time. Slip me out.
Now, you may have seen a door behind the Queen Earthwalker. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and show that to you. There's also a fuel cell, so don't forget this. I'm going to come back here and grab that fuel cell. This thing, well, you'll find out later, but that's a staff power. Whoa, it should be staff power. But that's going to come into play about, I don't know, halfway through the game, maybe? Somewhere around that time. So anyway, now that we got the, now we talked to the Queen Earthwalker, we're going to go this way, because this Thorntail moved out of our way so we can bomb the wall. We're going to plant a bomb spore, and holy crap, that thing grows fast. It must be Miracle Grow in that soil. And steroids and power thirst. Powerlifting, power spawning babies. You'll have so many babies. 400 babies. Let's see what this dinosaur has to say, this Thorntail. You see any egg snatchers, be sure to get them. Yeah, you'll see there's something behind there. We're going to find out about that later on. Again, there's a lot of stuff in here that we're just going to find out about later on. But first, you don't want to forget this over here. There's another place to plant a bomb spore. You always want to be on the lookout, otherwise you're going to miss easy things like that. And over here is 2 more fuel cells. So we already got 8 fuel cells, and we're only on the 2nd video. It's pretty impressive. So really, at this point, we have plenty of fuel cells for the first place we have to fly to. Because as you may have seen, there's 4 different places that we're going to have to fly to.
Nobody ever brings me gifts anymore.
It's Shrek!
Nobody ever brings me gifts anymore.
What could we give him as a gift? Yeah, the rock candy.
Ah, a lovely sweetie.
Just remember how it said it would make a nice gift? That's why we want to get the rock candy.
The mighty warp stone. 1,000 years I've been left alone to rest.
Wow, so Shrek turned to rock in 1,000 years.
Well, can you help us?
Help you? No.
But you're a warp stone. You're supposed to help.
Really? Does Fox know all about warp stones?
Let's see if I can remember what I'm supposed to do.
Huh.
Okay. Now if you push left on the control stick, then I'll send you to one of those warp stone thingies. We'll get back to that in a minute. And if you push forward on the control stick, then you can enter the maze. Now this one's a bit special. When you have collected a Krazoa spirit, then push right on the control stick. And I'll send you to Krazoa Palace. Now, you know what I do. So hurry up and make a choice. If not, then press B so I can get back to sleep.
Alright, so obviously we're going to be getting Krazoa spirits later on in the game. The game well maze is for the cheat tokens, but now we want to go to Ice Mountain.
To warp?
And then he crushed us. That looks like one of the like warp sections from Starfox 64 with the effects and all. Doesn't it? Alright, so now we're on the Ice Mountain. I do not believe we can warp back right now. Nope. We have to keep going forward.
Whoa.
Wow, they have... Really? Dinosaurs as spaceships? Ah, I get it. General Scales is a holy roller and he owns a spaceship. So let him take you for a little ride. Hey, what are you doing? He doesn't even have a weapon. Ow! Oh God.
Huh?
Oh God, that looked like it hurt. I can understand why he runs away. Alrighty, so obviously we're going to want to follow him. We have a problem though. We can't get in here. So how are we going to do that? Well, first off, we're going to want to grab a fuel barrel. Now this thing is timed. Which means you have to get rid of it in a certain amount of time. Now, yes, here you can plant a bomb spore, but I decided not to. There's a well here, so if you have 20 scarabs, you can get a cheat token. However, you can't get the scarab bag just yet. You get that a bit later. Can't destroy these. We can't pick them up either. So what do we do? Actually, I know how you can pick these up, but you can't pick them up till later on in the game. You need a certain... Well, foxes can't pick up those crates. But some other kind of creature can. We're going to find out what kind of creature that is later on. Yes! Yes! It's staff combat. Damn it. Alrighty. Alright, so fighting those two opens up that door. That little cannon, you just want to avoid that because that cannon's going to shoot at you, and if it hits you, you're going to have a bad time. It's not going to instantly kill you, but still, you're going to have a bad time. Now that we can open this, we can go in here and see what the hell.
Hey, Scaleface, pick on someone your own size. I am Fox McCloud, lead pilot of the Starfox team.
And I have a
Take the
staff.
prince back to his home. Hey, wait!
God damn it, Prince. Wait, no, no, no. There's a fuel cell in there. So obviously we're going to be coming back later. Alright, now, this little section. You could die on purpose. Or you could lose on purpose if you want to get that fuel cell. But we don't need it right now. We can come back and get it later. Because we're going to be coming back later. Now, with this, you're going to need... You want to get down this mountain before these other two do. Because if you don't, then you lose. However, it's kind of tough to do so, just because of that. If anything, you just want to hit him from the side like that. That was actually really, really good. But I think that this other guy, the other Sharp Claw, is going to beat us. Yeah, because he's way ahead of us. There's no way we're beating him down here. No. I'm pretty sure he's going to beat us. Because I do not believe... I mean, no. Although this entire area reminds me of the Goron races in Majora's Mask, actually. I don't know which one of those paths is faster. I just happened to pick the one on the right. Yeah, he definitely beat us. We're way, way behind. Or maybe not. Oh. No, he beat us. See? Yep, and that's what happens when you lose the race. You end up... That happens, you end up right back here. Now, it's actually a good thing that this happened, because now we can go get 2 fuel cells. Yep, 2 fuel cells, so we're already up to 11. Then you can just restart this thing. Obviously, again, you want to hold the A button to accelerate. You don't rapidly press it, you just hold it. B button is your brake, obviously. Alright, now let's try this goddamn rock. I keep hitting the rock. Dwayne Johnson is not happy with me. Now, you're not going to be, as you may have thought, you're not going to be able to just beat these guys in a straight-out race. You're going to have to, you know, ram into them and take them out that way. Or maybe I can be faster. Wow, that was actually really, really cool. They got trapped in between, they got like trapped there, and I ended up like taking out one and nearly killing this one. That was really, really cool. Yep, and there we go. It should automatically, no? Alright, so yeah, now once you take out those two, it really doesn't matter what you do for the rest of this. Because they're not coming back, and you can just take your time. But I'm going to try and go as quickly as I can and not get stuck in a tree. Right after I say, I'll go as quickly as I can. Bam! Get stuck in a tree. But yeah, right here, right when you see that X, they somehow respawn. But yes, once you see that X, that's when you know it's the end of the course. I'm falling in slow motion.
Ue sizbu aku kutsuk fudu, e uet rovekwat rodan. What? Ue sizbu aku kutsuk fudu, e uet rovekwat rodan.
I can't understand you.
Ue sizbu at hot spring, or you'd be frozen by now.
Why, you little...
Hey, I wouldn't if I were you. My dad's a king earthwalker, and he'll bash you up.
I don't think he'll be doing any bashing. He's been captured. That's why I've been sent to rescue you.
Wait, so they can understand Fox now?
That's right.
Is Fox speaking in
It was your
Dino
mother
language?
that sent me to find you.
Is she okay?
She'll be just fine. But we need to get you home.
Alrighty, we found the Prince Tricky. You see how his face looks like this? Yeah, Prince Tricky's gonna be like a little companion with you. Ow! 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 That fire hurt. Okay, so now we run with Prince Tricky. I can't even talk today. Oh, that does not look pleasant at all. We're gonna have to find another way to get around this. Grub tub fungus. So you're gonna want to get grub tub fungus for Tricky. See how he's got the thing above his head. Now you see, it showed Prince Tricky's face and then like 5 little things next to it. That shows how much food that he, how full he is. Every time that you have him do something, it is going to consume some of that food. So you're just going to want to keep him full. Now, if I walk up to Tricky here, feed the Tricky.
Look at this.
Yes, sidekick menu. That's what it's called. Alright, now you see it's up to 2. That means he's got enough strength to actually do something.
Get this.
Now these right here,
Fine.
that is how you dig. You dig,
Yeah.
stand on this, and that opens up a thing. However,
Look at
if
this.
we get off of it, it comes down.
There's something near.
Stay.
You'll get right on that switch there. And you see it's got a thing in the upper left corner telling him what he's doing. Now we flip this up, and that's going to unlock. Wow, he just magically warped over here. That is impressive. Very, very impressive. Now that being said, I believe this is where I'm going to cut off things today. So, on the next installment of Let's Play Starfox Adventures, we are going to continue on through this area. See if we can't get Prince Tricky back home. So, this has been GT. Thank you all for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.